Hello, my name is yusef, and welcome to part 39 of the movie Revolution. Now let's begin. So, she was watching TV to take her mind off of last week's meeting with Peter when all of a sudden she saw this commercial, this PSA, about how you shouldn't watch movies, and she knew exactly who made this commercial. People against film. It was their handprint. It was them. It was Peter. It was her all along, and she just got pissed. So she she was, but she wanted to, to keep watching the commercial, but she just couldn't do it anymore. So she left. She left the living room to go to the guest room, to go back to the guest room to compose herself a little bit more. And then as she was coming back to the living room, Abigail came back to the living room. She came back home and she was like, "Have you seen the commercial?" Sally says. And of course, Abigail said no, obviously. What commercial? And Sally says, just sit down and watch, please. And so she played back the commercial again, and well, she was pissed. She was angry as a person could be in this situation. So two women was were pissed off, Sally and Abigail Fleming. So they were both like in rage about what happened, about this stupid commercial, as they called it. And as they were talking about how they should handle this, how they should deal with this, Sally suggested that maybe we should have a meeting about how we should handle this. And Susan and Abigail was like, cool, okay. So it's settled. We're having a meeting tonight. So, I just gonna have to wait until my wife comes home, she says. And then we can talk about this. Well, not talk about this. We can show her the commercial. And so, uh, Margaret does come home. And she watches the commercial too. And they both all decide that they should have a meeting about what should happen, about what about what they should do about this. So later on that night, everybody is at the house, at the couple's house. Everybody's there. Everybody was like, we need to do something about this. And then that's where Sally stepped up. She says, okay, I think we should make a commercial of our own. I think we should make multiple commercials of our own. Okay? So I was thinking that when we come back, that when we so I was thinking that we should have another meeting tomorrow, and then we should brainstorm about about like we should write our ideas down, of course. brainstorming what commercials should be, what PSA should be produced, and what should be. But like and everybody else agreed. Everybody agreed with her. Everybody agreed with her. I mean, so everybody agreed with her, and she was happy about that. But there was just one problem: how they were going to eat the cook, you know, how they were going to eat the burnt cookies, of course, that Sally made for them. Because of course they were like, of course they were like way too burnt. She left in the oven for way too long, and so she decided to just throw it in the garbage. She says, "You don't have to eat them. I throw it in the garbage." Problem solved. So then she says, "I am so happy to hear that you agree with my idea about brainstorming, about writing it down, about writing our brainstorms idea, about writing our ideas down on paper so we can brainstorm about them." I am very happy about that, and I hope that you will come up with some great ideas. And then she goes back to her guest room to go to bed, and that's when the meeting ends. She's like, "Okay, I'm going to bed now," and everybody was like, "Well, me too, guys. I'm pooped." And so it was set. They were going to write their ideas down on paper, brain, and they were going to brainstorm about those ideas. Should be scary, should be not scary, like these pros, pros and cons about the commercials, all that stuff. That was going to be happening. That was going to be happening tomorrow. They were going to have a meeting tomorrow, okay? And that's why, and that's how the meeting ended. Everybody went home, and it was a productive, it was a great productive day. She went to bed knowing that hopefully everything was going to be alright in the end. And although she had a small feeling back in the back of her head that it wasn't going to be that way, that it wasn't going to be that way, of course. But she ignored that because it was way too small. So how it was way too small, and so she just went to bed. Meanwhile, back in the bedroom of Sally, well, not Sally, but Abigail and Margaret, they were talking about their first ideas. They were talking about the progress that they were talking about the progress that and the leadership skills of Sally, and how great it is to see her be a leader and how she should be president one day. And they were like, one day, well, actually, Abigail says, well, one day she should be, but not right now. And they turned off the lights and they went to bed. To be continued. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below telling me what do you think about the video. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.